This week has been absolutely fascinating from the perspective of someone who's completely separated from the console war. I've been on PC for years. I left console almost 10 years ago at this point. I feel fucking old. Don't worry, I can say that in the first 7 seconds now. Thank you, YouTube. I'm allowed to swear in the first 7 seconds again without losing my monetization. Let's take care of the false copyright strike thing next. Hashtag ban JTech at YouTube support. But this last week has been very interesting because as Sony has seemingly started abandoning their first-party exclusivity with this job listing that got passed around the internet, and a lot of insiders, the more trustworthy ones now saying that Sony is planning on bringing first-party games to the Switch and to the Xbox. We don't know which games, but it really doesn't seem likely that Helldivers 2 is where it begins and ends. And we've been seeing the PlayStation diehards kind of split into two camps. One camp is the people who are like, well, I guess the console war is over. We'll just, pack up and go play video games now, I guess. But then there's the second camp of people who are doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on PlayStation fanboyism and insisting that PlayStation's decision to make more money off of games they already made and make money off of people that they weren't going to make money off of before, and also the fact that now more people get access to the games that they insist that are so good and that people should play. This is all the worst thing ever. The entire gaming industry is going to collapse because of it, and we're so fucking mad about it that we're going to issue copyright takedowns to people's 2.5-year-old videos for literally no reason. Hashtag ban JTech at YouTube support. I'm sure you saw these headlines floating around the other day of at least one angry fan emailing PlayStation and demanding some kind of explanation, I guess, or clarification about Sony's games going multi-platform, and they actually got a response, which was basically just a bunch of word salad that says, we can't tell you anything specific, but basically batten down the hatches because we hear you. Also, we don't care. So in this video, we're just going to look through some of my favorite PlayStation fanboy meltdowns over the last few days. Some of them are in response to the email, some of them are in response to different things. These are from all over the place, and they're just funny to me. Because while I've been playing video games, while you've been playing video games, and while a lot of us have been celebrating the fact that exclusive games are seemingly even more of a thing of the past now, and that people who don't want to give hundreds of dollars to a corporation they don't want to support, those people now will, presumably, or soon in the near future, have access to games they wanted to play and that were being held hostage by said corporation. And if you're a fan of these corporations and all you want is for those corporations to make a bunch of money, you also win here because that corporation is now going to make even more money than before because they're going to be selling their games to people who were never going to buy their hardware in the first place. This is a win for literally everyone, and yet PlayStation fanboys are mad at the simple prospect of it happening. And that's funny. So let's read some responses. Pio says, I think some people see this as you get mad other people get to play your game. That is definitely not it. It's more the PlayStation brand and console loses value that a lot of people have for it. If you don't speak up now, then be quiet forever. As simple as that, in my opinion. So it's not about being mad that other people get to play your game. It's just that the PlayStation's brand and console value is tied to the games that people can't play. Do I have that right? You're not mad that people get to play the PlayStation games, it's just that you're mad that people don't have to buy a PlayStation to play the PlayStation games because the value of the console is tied to the fact that other people can't play these games. The value is not tied to the games themselves. The value is tied to the fact that people can't play them outside of the platform. And this last bit, if you don't speak up now, then be quiet forever. It's not that I'm mad. Also, speak now or be quiet forever. I'm not mad that other people get to play the game, but be quiet forever about people getting to play the game. But Pio is also the same guy who literally said a few days ago that he didn't actually have any interest in the Switch 2, but the mere thought of PlayStation games going multi-platform made him interested in the Switch 2. You literally don't care what the games are. You just want to be sure that other people can't play them. You don't give a shit about the games themselves. You just want to use them as trophies over other platforms. Genuinely get out of my hobby. May GYH says PlayStation is already dead as a platform on the day when it brings its first-party exclusives except games as a service games to other platforms. You mean all the PlayStation games on PC? So PlayStation's already dead. Well, the games have been on PC for a while now, and PlayStation is still chugging along just fine. PlayStation fanboys are all like, this is what gets me. PlayStation fanboys are always bragging about how like, oh, PlayStation is the most profitable it's ever been. Sony's making more money than they ever have before. And then at the same time, people are like, PlayStation's dead because games are on other platforms. Like their games have been on other platforms for many moons now. And they're, according to your base, they're still doing just fine. So like, which one is it? Only positive things have happened since they released games on PC, right? They started releasing games on PC. They're continuing to make money. The PlayStation brand is extremely profitable still. According to you people, it's the most profitable it's ever been. So like, where are you even getting this? It's like, okay, we'll put our games on PC. We continue to make money. PlayStation puts games on PC. PlayStation is more profitable than ever, so there's obviously nothing inherently wrong with putting games on other platforms. Okay, let's put games on other platforms again. Nope, PlayStation's dead. It's like, oh, okay, that makes sense to me. Yeah, sure. The brand was thriving for years after putting games on other platforms, but if you put games on other platforms, now all of a sudden it's going to be a catastrophe. For sure. That logic tracks. Like, if you want to make an argument against PlayStation putting games on Xbox or Switch, if you want to make that argument, I'm happy to hear that argument. This is not that argument. This is nothing. Barry Pro says, downfall of Sony. They will go fully multi-platform. Again, you're gonna have to explain this. They've been partially multi-platform for years, and it's been fine. Then they go fully multi-platform, and you're like, ugh, it's over. They're done. It's all over. It's like, what changed? L Gaming says, at Sony, gamers will lose confidence in your brand if you keep doing multi-platform shit, and it's hard to gain it back. Right, because Sony porting games to other platforms is what's going to get people to lose the confidence in the brand. That's what's going to do it. The overpriced and technically underperforming hardware, that didn't make them lose confidence. Upcharging absolutely everything they can, that didn't make them lose confidence. A complete drought of good first-party single-player games this generation, that didn't make them lose confidence. The promise of, we believe in generations, and then that totally not being true, that didn't make them lose confidence. What's going to make them lose confidence is more people get to play the backlog of games they already have. That's what's going to make them lose confidence. That's where we draw the line. Don't mess with PlayStation fans. We don't even know what upsets us. This one's funny. Ultra Instinct says, a very small minority of PlayStation, quote, fans care about this. The vast majority of PS5 owners don't care, along with the stakeholders. These companies do what the stakeholders tell them to do. Don't make a company or plastic box your identity. Then Sun Wukong responds, don't stand up for Xbox. It's great. It's great. People ask me why I never get tired of making these videos. It's because of stuff like this. Like, it doesn't matter how many years go by. It doesn't matter what what topics change and what suns set and what moons rise. There's always going to be people like this. Someone's just pointing out the very simple fact that most PlayStation fans probably don't give a shit about this, and also the shareholders probably don't give a shit about this. And you're like, hey, don't point that out because you're standing up for Xbox. Don't stand for Xbox. Sit back down. Or in the words of Pio, stay silent forever. Your silence is deafening. Ultra Instinct's got another response from iJezabella who says, they stakeholders will care when PS6 arrives unless are buying it and opting for Xbox because they both have the same games. Now this is a funny point. If the platforms have the same games, more people opt for Xbox. But really think about that. If PlayStation and Xbox have the same games, and that leads people to now opt for Xbox, doesn't that mean the PlayStation is not a great product? Doesn't that mean that you should be expecting better from PlayStation? Isn't that a failure of Sony? Isn't this just you openly admitting that the games are being held hostage so they don't have to actually make their product better? I mean, because what you're describing right here sounds like a consumer win. The games are on all platforms, and then there's a shift from one platform to the other, because now that games aren't being held hostage, the other platform is more appealing to people. That sounds to me like the consumer is having more power, but you see it as a problem because it means Sony gets less money in this scenario. I think you're just a fanboy, actually. Our goat says, first we take down Hulst. His profile picture is just a car. At first glance, I thought this was the spy car from Cars 2. The The spy car from Cars 2 is just like openly threatening to take down Herman Hulst. Oh, fuck. What's wrong with me? Midna's 20th anniversary says, holy shit, PlayStation fans actually having integrity and complaining about something PlayStation has done. I'm sincerely proud of PlayStation fans. I honestly didn't expect this. I agree. I also didn't expect them to get this fucking petty and childish that they're emailing corporate over a job listing. A job listing that, at worst, just means more people get to play the games they say they like. No, you're absolutely right. I didn't see that coming either. I didn't think they'd go that pathetic either. Here's another one. It says, bravo, PlayStation fans. Make at PlayStation at Sony hear what you want. After all, we dictate the market. Hashtag PlayStation, hashtag PlayStation 5. Oh, you dictate the market. That's very interesting because Sony is bending over backwards to port their games absolutely anywhere they can right now because y'all don't buy the games enough. Y'all don't buy their stuff enough. Meanwhile, Microsoft is making absolute fucking bank off of multi-platform games. Microsoft is dominating the PlayStation charts. But tell me about how you dictate the market. You dictate the market, and that's why Sony has been multi-platform and is now going to be even more multi-platform in the future. You dictate the market, but also you are blatantly not good enough for them. Keep telling yourselves this. My goodness. One more. This guy says, I can't blame them. Microsoft started like that and see how Xbox brand ended up. Yeah, the Xbox brand is doing just fine. The Xbox brand wasn't doing well enough for itself the way that it was, so it pivoted, and now it's making fucking bank. I promise you, Microsoft is absolutely fine. And if Sony is, this is what I was saying in a different video, if Sony is copying Microsoft's strategy, that must mean Microsoft's strategy is working, no? If Microsoft was doing something that was completely failing, that was just a complete fail, everyone agreed that it was a fail and nobody liked it, why would Sony be following suit? If what Microsoft is doing is a failed strategy, why are they setting the trends? Like, look, y'all, just the days of exclusives are over. All right, you just got to get over it. And that's good for everyone. It's good for all gamers. I say it again. If you want to make an argument as to why getting rid of exclusives is actually a bad thing, then okay, I'm happy to hear it. But none of you are actually making a competent argument. So flippin' bollocks to ya, yeah? Time for the Doofus Club. Vastiness, Joe, I can't find the jet ski in the moat. Please help. How do you not find a jet ski in a moat? The moat is not that big. The jet ski is fucking huge. I can only help you so much. I can only help you if you want to be helped. Gaming with Dead People, Biscuit 1101, Vendetta, Autry, Max Killer, V2 Gaming, Solar Rot, Muskie, Kyle Ward 789, and Omega Big Fudge, Devastator 2000, Slab Squat Thrust, One Man Savage, I'd beat you with the fucking pistol grip, Wings of Redemption, Klepto Penguin, the Dojo 6, Axel William, Multheme, the Beast, Zemenko, Really Sir, Oracle, the Return of the King, when it's upside down, Pedro Pascal's left hand, you better keep a hand on that thing. Nate, Blast 1314, Snake, Jimmy Chops, Herman makes my wife dry, ooh woo, Michael Musial, Master Killer, Firestorm 2056, Demetrius Papagiorno, Tom Snorlax, and Pubic Butter, I did it again, Public Butter, Unknown 1867-18, Kev Dog 1992, Zombie Gillers 5072, Official Dregs, Commander Shepherd's Alien Juice Stained Pubic Hair, Bear Brain Appeared before, Grimsy Edge Shadow Bear 1789, Espresso Hunter Kushku Unicorn Rocker Bender Fondue, Bibbidi Bobbida Bing, Bibbidi Bada Bing, holy shit, I hope your family dies in an automobile wreck, Rings, T-Train Risinger, Sense Nakage, Non-Vola, I lied, I didn't forget to change my name, Partial Mean 8, Volk Salto, Code Man 4372W, LUX. I need a stupid name for Joe to read out loud for everyone to see. Go Pyrock Alderoth 01. I present my human shit on you for plate Lord Joe. Perfect. Nailed it. Doug Nixie Smile. Snake Eyes 327. Joe, why would you leave us? We miss you, sexy man. MK29996E. Hentai X Machina Gamma. Elite Fire Hazard 105. GWXSS. Raps the Wolf. OK Toodles. Tech Gaming. Jungle Zone. Slim Jim. All Games Video. Joe Trap Me in the Mode. Hashtag ban JTech. Joe from Anthicon. Pope Rapper the Rat King. Jessica Shepard. Ricky Spower. Ricky Debbie. It's the true moat. The true moat were the friends we made all the way. Cribbing the Steel Angel, I'm banning anybody who gives me real advice, real talk. Sergeant Jason Bond, Baron von Vaderham, Cyrus6771, don't call me a doofus, it hurts my feelings. True text 940. You haven't helped him out of the moat, and you are laughing, Joe. There's a fucking jet ski in there. The first doofus creep, Warrior 23, Max Chev, simply the chap. Totally insane, Black Over the Enwas Slayer, Night of Cypher, ML04, Item 6 copies, it's 2006 on Blu-ray. Wolf of Midnight, Sig Rider, Pig Venus, Sequence, Studios, Film, Kraken, Own Gaming, Tariq, Brown, Thorns, Game, Mag, Next, Severn, Evans, Mr. Spotty, No 3, Caroline, Figure Y, Max, Pow Pow, White Trouble, Donnie West, and Nick Donnie, Draws Max on Twitch, come hang y'all, Gob Gonson, Rogue One, Interior, 919, Bobby Henry, Kenny Kitten, Fanny, Hangman for Hire, Elvin the Noble, Frost Crystal, Biogenesis, Ian Action, Floppy Pengus 97, Mega Key, Scruffy Skull, Ghost Hobie, Soggy Vasco, Raptor Tim, Omnistef 94, Blue Hook, Film Tip, Band, J-Tech TV, Jody Breeze, Smitty, Work, Yoga Man Jensen, Chilizard, Named Max, Laura McAdvertisement, Diego Garcia, JJ Justin, Mike Higgins, I American Idiot, Harmon Smith, on the Chin, Oh No, it's Justin, Rin Rui, Tony Wayne, Extreme Wolf 7, Joey Scoops, Negative Creep, Joe Taku, Poop P, Bang Cat, Chicken Sucker, Mom Banger 182, Wannabe, Hobo, Jidge, West Bill 310, Char, Rob C, Veg, Goovman, and Curtin, Allen's back, the Scrum Master, I think I'm having a stroke, Joe K, Joodles. Oh, goodness. Doofus.mp4. That's what that's called. Wait, no, sorry. It's a doofus.move. Doofus.mov. Doofus.marvin. Okay, toodles.